So yeah, I called it, by the way. I called it. What is going on, guys? My name is Germ, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and subscribe. And I was asleep when all this dropped, right? I dropped my part 2 LR prediction video, and I basically said this was more than likely going to be the LR, and here we are. So, LR Universe 2, aka LR Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rozie have been announced, and our details are here. Their details are here. Now, the Universe 2 girls, I actually should have pulled them up. Give me just a quick second. We're going to just pull them up here real quick. So, we're going to pop up Ribrianne. We're going to pop up Rozie. And we're also going to pop up Kakunsa. Now, yes, this is the thing. They're not really on a lot of teams. We'll check out what teams and stuff they are on, but this is very good, right? They are going to be on the Android's 200% leader skill, which is everything, which is what I wanted, right? This is exactly their special pose. I see that. They're a special pose leader. Oh, Cell Max is cooked. Oh, I've been struggling with that mission for a whole year, man. All right. So shout out to the main man Goresh for the translations as always. V-Jump leaked yesterday and basically confirmed that these guys are coming. So let's see how good they are. Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rozie. Special poser power wishes 4 key, 150% of stats. They do have an intro. They get 30% attack and defense on 12 key. Then they get 50% attack and defense on 18 key. No extra stats or anything cool. So they have an intro if there is 2 or more tournament participant category allies on the team other than his character. And they change STR, AGL, and physical key spheres to tech for 1 turn. Triple orb changing. Wow. Okay. 3 key for 3 turns. Okay. They get an additional 3 key and 122% attack and defense. They change STR key spheres to tech key spheres. 30% chance to change AGL key spheres to tech key spheres. 30% chance to change physical key spheres to tech key spheres. They get an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super if HP is 66% or above when attacking. They get an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super if there is another Universal Rebel Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. They get 2 key and when attacking gain an additional 122% attack and defense. They get 22% damage reduction when collecting 2 or more key spheres. And they have a crit chance plus 22% for every 2 key spheres obtained. Max of 66. They're awful. They're bad. Listen, the orb changing stuff is cool, right? The orb changing stuff is cool. They have damage reduction, but I gotta see this unit in game. But right now, that just reading that feels gross. Like, no, they have nothing, bro. That 22% damage reduction is gonna go so far when they have type disadvantage against AoE Zamasu. And type advantage against Omega Shenron. Type disadvantage, I meant, sorry. They have type disadvantage against the 2 hardest bosses in the game's AoE phases. You tell me how good that 22% damage reduction is going to be when Omega does 3 AoE slot 1 and completely obliterates this unit, because who are you really going to run this unit with other than the androids or any other, you know, mainline reps character, because you're not running this unit with, like, Int Ribrianne. Int Ribrianne, like, I guess is okay, but she's a year old. And you need to have a full Peppy Gal scene for her to be at full maximum potential anyway. So, yeah, get it? You understand? They're not really doing much, essentially. Let's see. They do have a... Okay, whoa. They do have a giant transformation. My bad. Able to be used when there is another power wishes category ally attacking in the same turn and HP is 66% or below. Or once 6 turns have elapsed from the start of turn. Oh, alright. So it's just a giant form. Here they are at the bottom. On 12 key, destructive damage to the enemy. 18 key, Shining Love greatly raises attack temporarily and causes destructive damage to the enemy. They get 2 key in addition per key sphere obtained. They change STR key spheres to tech key spheres and randomly changes the type of sphere other than STR and tech to rainbow. Oh, okay. And a 50% chance to perform a crit. Okay, so the giant form is actually decent, right? Rainbow orb changing is it's only a chance though, isn't it? No, it's random. Okay. Rainbow Orb changing is going to be very good for when you set up your rotations for for the following stuff, you know. So let's say, you know, the condition is kind of bad to get there. Unfortunately, the power wish stuff isn't really that bad, but the HP restriction could be a little difficult depending on the fight you're running. I guess maybe that's the thing they want you to, that's why they suck in pace. I don't know. They want to make it easy for you to really transform into Giant Ribrianne, I guess. Once you transform into Giant Ribrianne, I mean, you can set up Rainbow Orb changing and stuff like that, so you can set up, like, your androids and all this other stuff, but... The 2 turns means that she can cancel out the AoEs and the super attacks, by the way, so... I guess that's value. Morden meets the Metamorphosis, Battlefield Diva's signature pose, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. And they are on Special Pose, Power Wishes, Peppy Gals, Universal Rival Saga Transformation Boost, Join Forces, Space Traveling Warriors, Tournament Participants, and Giant Form. I'm sorry. This unit, they suck, man. I want you guys to keep this in mind. You're going to be able to get the 2 or more type key spheres. Almost always, right? So they're going to have this extra little 122% attack and defense. But you got to realize that's basically only 244% attack and defense, you know, on the turn. 22% damage reduction. It's going to be kind of hard to get their links active, except Tournament of Power, of course, because you're probably just going to run them on the android's team. Metamorphosis could work on, like, Transformation Boost. I guess, if you run them with, like... the greatest rotation of all time. LR Ribrianne and LR Cool. You could get Metamorphosis on Transformation Boost, but you're not going to run this character with all the villains to get Metamorphosis active. And then, I guess, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle are pretty much the links you're going to be able to get active. I really don't know how to feel about this character. The key sphere changing is cool because they're going to be able to heal you up a lot. Because they're, for the first 2 turns... for 1 turn, I'm sorry. For 1 turn, they're guaranteed triple orb changing into their type. So you're going to be able to heal up a lot, depending, like, even if they're in slot 2, like rotation 2, and you take a lot of damage in rotation 1, you're going to be able to heal that damage back up with this unit for sure. Then it just becomes a 30% chance to type key sphere change. You understand, that's just not great. They have a lot of additionals if there's USS characters. They do have a lot of additional attacks that could be super attack. So I guess if they triple super, I mean, their defense should be high enough to where they're tanking at least the normals. I guess my experience is, because typically what I do with characters is I pull 1 copy and that's it. I'm out. Because I'm not a major whale, man, unfortunately. I'm a dolphin. I just go for 1 copy. As long as the unit's in my box, I am good. And I'm fine. But that's the biggest issue is I doubt that at 55%, this unit's really going to be affecting anything. Maybe Rainbowed. I need to see some, like, Rainbowed gameplay of them. Just reading their passive on paper, I don't like them. I really don't. I don't like all the little tight, like, no, chances to do stuff. The 22% damage reduction should be bumped up to 44 at least if they're going to be doing this. They really got to be getting more. And the crit chance, imagine if instead of this was crit, this is damage reduction for every 2 key spheres obtained up to 66. That would be amazing. And then just get rid of this. Like, instead, for when collecting 2 or more type key spheres, give them the crit for that. I'll take just a 22% chance to crit when we can get 66% chance, 66% damage reduction instead. Right? So if this line was like when attacking, they get an additional 122% attack and defense, and they get a crit, they have a chance to perform a crit to 22% when collecting 2 more type key spheres, and then they have a chance to, no, not a chance, sorry. Then they get damage reduction plus 22% for every 2 key spheres obtained up to 66. That changes this character completely, but no. I don't know. This unit doesn't look good on paper. I guess we'll see them in game, because one thing I really do want to stress is there's a tendency in the community to kind of look at units on paper and not really getting the right idea in game, right? And I have that problem. I'm not a man who knows his stuff. Trust me, dude. I'm not. So I have that issue too, where it's like, yeah, they look bad on paper, but I don't know, maybe in game they look insane, right? The one character that I will always remember is AGL Great Ape Turles, the EZA, who looked on paper, but like insanely powerful in game. Same thing with Cacao and Days. I thought they were fairly decent. It's just, you kind of know what to look for a unit, and this is not what you're looking for, right? Your eyes are going to be more attentive to like, oh, they have damage reduction, oh, they have guard, oh, they have dodge. Yeah, you know, the big three, which I feel like you kind of need. You don't need them, but Dokkan kind of makes it feel like you do need them at the same time. So, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them just off paper. When I see them in game, the giant form is cool, but the transformation condition is pretty bad. Because you're not really going to get much play for this unit on Power of Wishes. What USS character? Let me look up the Universe Survival Saga real quick. Let me see real fast. Who is in the Universe Survival Saga that's on Power of Wishes? I mean, I'm kind of struggling to think about this here. Who's on Power of Wishes? I don't know the Power of Wishes category off the top of my head. But I mean, I guess you could run them. I have no idea how you're gonna run this character. How would you do this? I guess. How would you get them? You know, to get this stuff off on Power Wishes. I looked it up in game. LR Master Roshi. Are you running him in 2023? Kaioken Blue, you could get away with if you run this unit on the Androids team, but it has to be on the same rotation. You know? Kaioken Blue Goku, you don't want to have on rotation with Ribrianne, and then it's Ribrianne herself, not Brienne de Chateau, just Ribrianne, and then the Androids banner. You're not getting this active, unfortunately. You could do it whenever, which is very good. To get their USS condition. If it's just Power of Wishes, you can just run them on the Power of Wishes category. It's just, you need a USS character. So, I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of what I read, unfortunately. I am a hater already. I'm just playing. I do think I need to see them in game, but right now, just on paper, they don't look really great. So, if you guys made it to the end of the video, leave your boy a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.